Really? Nothing? Crows are going crazy territory. Ha ha ha! Can you see it? You probably can't see it because of the sun. Can you see it now? This was an interesting one. And I knew the school was old enough to have silver. Merc. Nice. Alright, I didn't talk too much about this one. Work myself up to this one because this was an iffy because I hit the target in one direction and it was it was okay, it was repeatable. The numbers were, it sounded good. I mean, if I had to tell you what the tone sounded like, it would be a 45. Every time I looked down though, it was like a 133, something 43, 44. And it never really bopped up to 45, but it sounded like it could have been a 45. But then when I turned this direction, silence, nothing. I opened up in all metal. I saw 35 one direction. I was swinging at maybe like a 743. But when I put the discrimination back on, it was silent in one direction, repeatable in the other. So this was an iffy one for me. That's why I didn't talk too much in the lead up to it, because I figured it would just be a waste of my breath. It was iffy. It's like a 43 Merc. I'm back at the school. Back at school in Lake Oswego that I hunted about 2 months ago or 3 months ago. It's a video posted that says it's got a picture of a flattened Merc, and it said who would hole this and flatten this coin, and it was a Merc, and it didn't make any sense. That day I got a Merc that day, and a silver ring, and a Rosie at this school, and I wasn't able to hunt the full part of the school, the front part of the school, very much because there were some people here, and I thought I would give it a quick walk through, back and forth, and I mean, this is what I'm going to find is the iffies. And it was probably, I was off target a little bit, but it was probably down about 6 inches. Alright, I got pretty much the same signals that I did last time. Which is, I got sort of a good repeatable signal in one direction and nothing in the other. But that's how these, I found the wheat just a little while ago too, in a deeper clad penny, and they're kind of that same way. So if you're getting a good tone here on one direction, in this direction I'm getting 142, 1747s popping in and out, and the other direction, like I said, nothing. When I put it in all metal, I see iron. More so on this one than I did the other one. At least the other one, I saw iron and a good number. This one has a higher tone though, and the other one good direction. Thought, well, maybe it could be a quarter hiding in there. Something right here toward the surface here, and looks like a rosy. Wow, that wasn't as deep as I thought it was going to be. I'll take it. It's number 2. And just kind of gridding off this field. 1960, I think. All right. It's number 2. So here's the United States right here, painted on the school ground. Got California right here, and where I am at up here in Oregon. And in a few weeks, without my detector, now I tell you, this is tough, real tough, but without my detector, we're going to drive, my wife and I are going to drive all the way across this path right here, up to Yellowstone, boom, right here, and then we're driving down through Wyoming, and then we're going to drive across Nebraska, and we're going to come down to Kansas City, and we're going to go across to St. Louis, Missouri. Pretty sure I'm in the right spot. I'm going to go see the arch there in St. Louis. And we're driving down to Nashville. And from Nashville we're going to go to, this is not quite right. It's kind of funky looking here, but I think we're going to drive across the Smoky Mountains and look at Asheville, and then all the way across North Carolina over to close to Raleigh. And we're gonna just we're not really sightseeing too much along the way. What we're doing is we're just driving a car over to my son, who's going to be in medical school over here in North Carolina, and then we're flying back. That's a lot of stops though that I could detect, a lot of history that I'm gonna pass up. But you know what, I ain't quite retired yet, and I got all of this land to look forward to when I retire. As long as my body holds out. It's kind of falling apart, but so when I retire, maybe my wife and I will travel across the country and I can do some detecting. That is in a few years. not a few years, but more, 3 times a few years. All right, I'm just about done. I'm gonna detect this little 4-foot grass strip and head out. So my day started off over there, and the tip of this field kind of goes down into a tip, and I was zigzagging back and forth, and I hit that Merc, and then I did more, and I got that Rosie in the middle, and I picked up like 3 wheats in there, but I didn't do a super thorough job. Right about where that, the fire hydrant, or there's a goal post, there's a goalie post right there. I started to kind of meander a little bit. So if I ever come back again, I'll have to do a much, continue where about that fire hydrant is over there and keep going this way. But I said I was going to do this 4-foot strip. Oh, you can't see it. Sitting down there, giving me a quarter tone. Just plain as day. 4 inches down. And this little grass strip right here that I would expect everybody to hit. Is it 1964? And I hit everything. I hit like those areas, the bark. I meander near all the doors and all the little cubbies and grass areas, like right in around the corner there next to the building. I hit them all. People sit along the walls there, and there's shade and stuff. I mean, school's been like this for a long time. You got to hit every little spot. Well, I potentially have another silver, maybe, I don't know. Got a nice high tone. Oh, there it is right there. I was digging down here and I couldn't find it, and I got up and stood and re-pinpointed, and I was off to the side a little bit. I think it's right here. And nice another high quarter tone. But there's a lot of trash like right here by this basketball hoop, and I could see where this one could be easily missed. Nope. It's looks like a bracelet, maybe silver bracelet or spoon. Coming up a quarter tone. Nice. That is so nice. Wow. And literally there's like trash, high tone trash, in this little area. And if you were to hit this in this direction, I think you might have missed it. This way, I hit it this way. I heard the garbage, high tone garbage, and said, heck, I'm gonna dig all these high tones. Oh man, that's nice. It's funny, it's almost like 2 spoons welded together or something in the middle to make a bracelet or something. Sterling Ing. I think that's what it is. I think this is a homemade bracelet out of sterling spoons. more forks or baby spoons or something. Huh, sterling, and it's got another name by it. Alright, well that is so sweet. Man, if every time I came to school I found some silver coins and some jewelry, it'd be awesome. Be a great place to engrave something in there, huh? This side is, can you see it in there? It says the same thing on both sides. Sterling by something. Oneida. Cool. Absolutely wonderful way to end my day, and I still have, you know, I've did half of this 4-foot strip and I've got 2 pieces of silver. I still got half to go. What are my chances of finding more silver? Very neat. Well, I just had a target right here that I dug. It was down about 5-6 inches, and it was coming up a little higher. I'm finding a lot of targets in this school that, in old schools, not old, but I know it was built, oh my gosh, let's see, it wasn't on the 52, 50, around 54, 55. And I've only hunted the backfield one time, and I've never hunted the front. And so far I've picked up 1 wheat penny, and there are a lot of targets. I've picked up a lot of memorials so far, and I'm going to start to cherry pick a little bit. But this one was a little higher. This was kind of coming in a little bit more like a clad dime. So I thought I might dig it, just thinking it might be a wheat. So I dug down and I pulled out a memorial penny. Scanned over my hole, because it's always important. Scan over your hole again, and I had this on surface. Something else came out of the hole that was kind of like, sounded like a actually like a zinc penny. So I dug that out, and I was just about thinking it was a piece of foil. Now I gotta find it now. Where did it go? No, where did it go? It's a little piece. Oh, here it is. I thought it was a piece of foil, and then I started to rub it a little bit, and it's not. It's a Campfire Girl pin. Sitting down there about 6 inches. And this was actually ringing up like a zinc penny, or in that range, in that tone also. So if I had to take a guess, that is sterling. So yeah, if I actually right there it's coming up 38. So there's a 38 and little pin still attached, and I have a feeling it says, oop, there goes the pin. It's expected after you play with it. Huh. Well, I'll have to look at it, but my guess is that's a little sterling pin. So, unexpected, nice surprise find.